Chevrolets must go in 30 days. Because the 1990 Chevys are coming.
Come to SeaWorld now and get a free summer nights pass to come back as many nights as you like. You'll see a hot new ice show with Olympic skating champions, a sky filled with falling stars, magic in motion. It's a summer of sensational nights, and it's all free, including some of the biggest and littlest names in show business. Get your summer nights pass free with your day's admission. SeaWorld. It's not another park, it's another world.
Okay, we're back. Bonnie won $600. He takes that home with her. Thank you, Bonnie, for being with us. Stormy had a big day. He won $1,100. He gets a bonus. He goes home with $2,100. Congratulations, Stormy. Thank you for watching us on Win, Lose, or Draw, everybody. See you next time. Bye. Thank you.
All of today's contestants will receive the following. Have some fun with delicious Mentos. Each piece is both a chewy candy and a hard candy, so you can enjoy Mentos either way. And Lynn's Crafters In-Store Labs Custom Craft. And discover a soft as ever there was. New Ultra Soft Snuggle Fabric Softener. So much softer, kids can't bear to be without it. And Rinse and Vac 5. 5 carpet cleaning products in one bottle. Use Rinse and Vac 5 with a steam carpet cleaning machine.
LA's first primetime news is next with Tom Lawrence and Lonnie Lardner. For the latest news, stay with us.
Win, Lose, or Draw is a Bert and Bert production in association with Klein and Friends.
Coming up next, after 5 years, Ray Buckey has something to say at the McMartin trial. Deliberations begin in one of LA's most notorious murder cases, a revenge shooting involving a date rape case. Russ Nichols tells you why to beware when buying poultry, and a man paralyzed from the waist down climbs the world's steepest cliff. Good evening, I'm Lonnie Lardner.
And I'm Tom Lawrence. Join us now for the 8 o'clock news. Hi, this is Bert Convey. If you would like to be on Win, Lose, or Draw and you'll be in the Los Angeles area, call Leslie at 213-653-8551. Thanks.
Tom Lawrence, Lonnie Lardner, Scott St. James, Russ Nichols. LA's first primetime news, the 8 o'clock news.
Raymond Buckey has finally had his day in court. Good evening, everyone. The chief defendant in the McMartin preschool molestation case took the witness stand today, and reporter Charmaine Wilkinson says Buckey denied any wrongdoing.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you may give will cause now pending before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
31-year-old Raymond Buckey took the oath this morning and proceeded to tell jurors he never molested any children.
Have you ever sodomized anybody? No.
Buckey and his mother, 62-year-old Peggy McMartin Buckey, face 65 counts of child molestation and conspiracy stemming from incidents that allegedly involved 11 children at the nursery school. In court, Buckey was soft-spoken, a man of few words, but during a recess, he spoke out.
Glad to finally be up there telling my side of the story. Initially, I was nervous, but I really didn't have anything to worry about.
Buckey's attorney says he intends to prove Buckey couldn't have committed the alleged molestations because he wasn't at the preschool when children said they were molested.
It's one thing for my client to say I didn't molest that little girl, but it's another thing to begin to realize he wasn't even there.
It is very, very clear that he has spent the last 5.5 years practicing for this his first day in court.
Defense attorney Davis says he plans to have Bucky on the stand about a week. Then comes questioning by the prosecutor and more questioning by the defense, which means that Bucky could have about a month to tell his side of the story. Reporting from the Criminal Courts Building in downtown LA, I'm Charmaine Wilkerson for Channel 9 News.
The trial of Richard Ramirez, the accused Night Stalker, is in the hands of the jury tonight. Judge Michael Tynan read his instructions to the panel in a case that has been in court more than a year. Prosecutor Phil Halpin has every confidence that the verdict will go his way.
I'm required to prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt. I think we've done that.
Well, the key factor for us is reasonable doubt. It's the whole thing.
Defense lawyer Ray Clark said he was reasonably optimistic, but added he's learned you can never guess what a jury will do. Ramirez is accused of 13 murders and other felonies in a serial crime spree during 1984 and 85. His trial began last summer. The jury deliberations are now expected to last 2 to 3 weeks.
City Attorney James Hahn says he expects his investigation into Mayor Bradley's financial dealings to be completed by mid-September. Earlier, City Councilman John Ferraro suggested that the city attorney seek outside help to speed up the program.
I understand the sensitivity of this whole investigation and the need for a thorough and complete report, but there is an impatience on the part of not only council members but the public.
Ferraro also proposed that witnesses be put under oath during the investigation. Mayor Bradley, who appeared at a ceremonial function at the council, later said he didn't mind that idea, but the mayor refused to say whether he would testify under oath.
So many city employees in
I think that the city attorney's process is the proper way of handling this matter. He is conducting his inquiry, and I have indicated my willingness to cooperate with him, and I will do so.
And next Tuesday is the earliest that the city council can take up Ferraro's motion to require testimony under oath. Lonnie.
Meanwhile, at City Hall, hearings continued into the mayor's relationship with the city treasurer's office, and Mary Grady has that story.
For the past 25 years, Bill Haas has been an employee of the city treasurer's office. Today, Haas faced tough questions about a possible cover-up in that office. Haas denies whiting out a per the mayor notation on a bid sheet awarding $2 million to Far East National Bank. Mayor Tom Bradley was a paid advisor to that bank. Haas admitted to getting competitive bids after another Treasury employee, George Selmayr, had already made deposits in Far East. Haas claims his boss, Robert Rittenberg, asked him to.
He handed me the bid sheet that George had already placed these deposits with Far East. And he says, Bill, do me a favor, obtain competitive.
Haas gave conflicting testimony about whiteout on bid sheets weighted for Gibraltar savings and loan.
We do not negotiate. We never have. I've always dealt with everyone even-handed and level-handed.
But Councilman Zed Yaroslavsky said the bid sheets show negotiations had been made in Gibraltar's favor.
I guess none of this stuff is true, Mr. Haas, except that it's in black and white, in your handwriting.
Mayor Bradley was doing business with the S&L when the deposits were made. Yet to be questioned is George Selmayr, who whited out per the mayor. That's the one we'd like to know. Was that you or was that not?
It was not me.
Do you know who did it?
Well, I mean, I would have, if they asked me the question, I would have something to say about that, yeah.
Selmayr is scheduled to testify tomorrow. After 3 days of testimony, Committee Chairman Zed Yaroslavsky says he's convinced there are improprieties within the Treasurer's office. But whether they can be traced back to the mayor is still a mystery. At City Hall in downtown Los Angeles, I'm Mary Grady for Channel 9 News.
And coming up as we continue, a man accused but then cleared of raping his date is shot in a revenge attack.
And look for delays and big cost overruns in the Metrorail project. We'll find out why.
And making it to the top, a man paralyzed from the waist down becomes king of the mountain today. That's up next. Stay with us.
Unfortunately, there's not much new about the '89 Lincoln Continental. Unfortunately, it still only has a 3.8-liter V6 engine. Fortunately, the '89 Cadillac DeVille has more interior room and trunk space than last year and exclusive 4.5-liter V8 performance, all for $27,010, $1,600 less than Continental. Fortunately, when you purchase a new 1989 DeVille, Fleetwood, Seville, Eldorado, or Brougham, you get $1,000 back from Cadillac.
Give it to me now.
I can do it. I can win. That's why we play the game.
Depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
What do you got to lose?
Yes.
It is my destiny.
I don't know.
This is the perfect day. We feel lucky.
Tells me play the lottery today.
It gives me such a thrill.
I don't know.
I can be sitting here and out of the blue.
Lotto, in my brain, in my feet.
I hear them calling out to me.
Why not me? I mean, you got to take a chance.
I don't know.
It's worth it. You got to play to win.
Maybe I'll pick some quick picks.
There's something great at Chili's, and I love it. I love my baby back ribs. They're here at Chili's. Now I wouldn't feel. You get a big serving, a full luscious rack. Baby back ribs at Chili's. We smoke them, charbroil them in our own sauce, and you're gonna love them right down to the bone. I love my baby back ribs. Oh yeah.
It's fresh. New Deli Select from Hillshire Farm. Deli Select is lean cuts of premium meats.
It's fresh.
Deli Select is deli sliced thin. And deli packed for fresh taste.
It's fresh.
Deli Select looks fresh and tastes fresh. Deli sliced, deli packed. New Deli Select from Hillshire Farm.
It's fresh.
A Southland woman has been arrested for the revenge shooting of a man who allegedly raped her. The shooting took place at the Baldwin Hills apartment building where both people lived. Police say Elizabeth Gooden was waiting when Wilson Piquet arrived home last night and shot him 8 times at close range. Friends say Gooden was distraught because Piquet raped her last week, but the district attorney's office said there wasn't enough evidence to file charges against him.
She was quite upset. She was in tears all day, and she was in pain, obvious pain that she had been violated by a man that she didn't want.
Piquet is hospitalized tonight in serious condition. Gooden is charged with attempted murder along with her brother Leroy. He allegedly stood by during the shooting, then disposed of the gun.
It took an overnight lockdown of more than 8,600 prisoners, but sheriff's deputies have finally identified the prisoner who escaped from the men's central jail. His name is William Anderson. He was being held downtown on a robbery charge and parole violation. Deputies say he forced another inmate to switch wristbands and, as a result, was transported to a minimum security center in East L.A. That's where he apparently jumped a fence and got away. The Sheriff's Department says Williams might now be armed.
Now changing pace a bit, in part 3 of our week-long report on LA's Latinos, we look tonight at the growing Latino presence in the Southland workforce. There was a time when they mostly worked in the fields, but as Channel 9's Sari Bermudez reports, LA's Latinos are now moving on to greener pastures.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is the area with the greatest number of Latin Americans in the United States. Once mostly an agricultural workforce, Latinos now make up the bulk of the trade and services sectors.
There's no question that the labor is needed. And also in my judgment, there's no question that it will be here. The only real question is under what terms will these people be providing the services.
According to a recent report by the Strategy Research Corporation, there are 3 types of Latinos. The totally assimilated Latino who has been in this country for centuries, the partially assimilated Latino, a first generation born in the U.S., fluent in English, working or studying with mainstream Americans, and the unassimilated Latino, the new immigrants who have brought their culture and dreams but lack the language to communicate or the knowledge of the American way of life. Latinos remain far below the total population in levels of education, a situation that is retarding their progress enormously. However, there is hope. Latinos in Los Angeles are relatively young. Over 50% are under 24 years of age,